Okay, thank you. Welcome everyone. I want to share with you some questions on Parshas Balak. Rashi says in the beginning of the Parsha that they asked Bilam, what's up with this nation, Israel? What's their strength? So Bilam said, their strength is their mouth. So they said, okay, we'll come upon them with somebody whose strength is in their mouth as well. And we'll use Balak. Because Balak also, his strength is in his mouth. So my question is, just because Klal Yisrael's strength is in their mouth, why does the counter force have to be the mouth? You would think if somebody's strength is in their mouth, so then hit them with something that's not their strength. Hit them with their weakness. Come upon them with the sword. Why does it follow that because the koyach of Klal Yisrael is bepeh, the counter force has to be bepeh? Now, in the beginning of the parsha, Rashi says, why is Balak sending to the Ziknei Midyan? But they always hated each other. So Rashi says they made peace to figure out what to do with the Jewish people. I don't understand Rashi's question. Why Balak is asking the Ziknei Midyan? Rashi says shortly after on the Pasuk Ba'esahi that Balak was one of the Ziknei Midyan. And Moav couldn't find a king, so they took one of the Ziknei Midyan as their own. So why is Rashi troubled then? Why is Balak asking the Ziknei Midyan? He was from Midyan. I understand Moav hates Midyan, but Balak is a Midyani. Next question. Over the years we've had a number of shiurim on the word Hine. The word Hine connotes surprise or something definitive. I'm just not sure, what does it mean over here? Vayishlach malachim el bilam ben ba'ar pesayra, ashar al hanahar aretz b'nei amay likralai, leimar, Hine am yatsa mi Mitzrayim. What does the Hine mean over there? Hine chisa es ein haaretz. What does the Hine mean there? Is it a surprise that they became so many? Was that the shocker? That this small nation who was beaten and oppressed became so many? Is that the Hine? Was the Hine that they even came out of Mitzrayim? So this was the message that they sent to Bilam ben Ba'ar. Then it says in Pasuk Zayin, Vayelchu Ziknei Moav. Who are the Ziknei Moav? They were not mentioned. Originally, when a message was sent to the Ziknei Moav, to the Ziknei Midyan, the pasuk said, Vayomer Moav el Ziknei Midyan. But it didn't say anything about the Ziknei Moav, so where did they come from in Pasuk Zayin, where the Ziknei Moav went with the Ziknei Midyan? Now Rashi says, Uksamim biadam. Rashi says, they had the following superstitious tradition. They said, if Bilam agrees right away, then we'll be successful. But if he hems and haws, then this ain't happening. I was just wondering, where did they have this tradition from, and what was the meaning of it? Why would it only work out if Bilam agreed immediately? And then Hashem comes to Bilam, and he says, Bilam, who are these people with you? So Rashi says Hashem was giving Bilam a chance, an opening to make a mistake. So Bilam said, maybe God is not always aware of everything. Are you kidding me? Bilam's a Navi. Did he really think sometimes Hashem is not aware? Parak Chav Beis, Pasuk Yud. Vayomer Bilam el ha Eloikim. Why does it say ha Eloikim? In the previous pasuk it says Vayavai Eloikim el Bilam. In the pasuk after that, Vayomer Eloikim. So why Vayomer Bilam el ha Eloikim? So it just occurred to me that I think that these two questions answer each other. I don't think Bilam thought not everything is revealed before God. I think what Hashem led Bilam to believe is that there's certain things that he's above. Like he's not interested in, he doesn't look at. You know, there's a famous story about a reporter that once met Queen Elizabeth, and the reporter was wearing the same outfit as the Queen, and the reporter sort of apologized. You know, it's not bakavadik for the reporter to wear the same thing as the Queen. And Queen Elizabeth said a very powerful line. She says, "I'm royalty. I don't pay attention to what other people are wearing. That's beneath me. It's beneath me. It's beneath my dignity to pay attention to such pettiness." So I would say it's not that Bilam thought God doesn't know. Bilam was led to believe that God is so muvdal, kadosh, separate, nistar, that the petty details of earthly affairs are beneath him. Not that he can't know it. He chooses not to be not as if he doesn't know it. That's why when Hashem said Miho Anoshim Ha'ela, so Bilam thought, oh, this is not just Elohim, it's Ha-Elohim. So Vayomer Bilam El Ha-Elohim. Sort of that strengthened Bilam's mistaken notion that, you see, we believe that while Hashem is Kadosh, 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 and He's beyond our comprehension, nevertheless, Maloi Chol Haaretz Kevoidai. There's nothing beneath Him. This bothers me. Perek Chav Beis, Pasuk Chav Beis. God got angry that Bilam went. So Rashi says, Hashem he saw that it was bad in the eyes of Hashem and he wanted to go. Listen carefully. Rashi doesn't say Hashem got angry at Bilam, that even though Hashem told him not to go, he went. Rashi says Hashem got angry at Bilam, that Bilam saw that it was bad in the eyes of Hashem, and that's why he desired to go, because he knew it was bad in the eyes of Hashem. How does Rashi know that that's what the pasuk means? Maybe it just means that Hashem got angry, that Bilam didn't listen to him. How does Rashi know that Hashem got angry that Bilam went and desired to go because Hashem said not to? Then Rashi says on Gader Mizeh, Gader Mizeh, Rashi says a stam fence is made out of stone. Who cares? Why is Rashi saying that? Why is it important for Rashi to tell us what the fence is made out of over here? Next question. Look, Perek Chav Gimel, Pasuk Chav Daled. Rashi says on the Pasuk, Kara Shachav Ka'ari Uchalavi Mi Yikimenu, that we get up in the morning, Shachris, we strengthen ourselves like a lion to grab mitzvahs, to wear a talis, to say Kriya Shema, to put on tefillin. Rashi's out of order. Rashi should say to put on talis, to put on tefillin, and to say Shema. Perek Chav Daled, Pasuk Yud Zayin. Vayisam mishaloi vayoymar kum Balak u'shema. I'm sorry. Perek Chav Daled, Pasuk Yud Zayin. V'karkar kol b'nei sheis. He will peck and poke all the descendants of Sheis. Says Rashi, all the nations of the world, because they all come from Sheis, the son of Adam Arishain. Because the descendants of Cain all died in the Mabul. I don't understand why all of a sudden the nations of the world are called the Bnei Sheis. I mean, technically we're also Bnei Sheis. And, I mean, is there any other time in Chumash that they're called Bnei Sheis? Why are we referencing the fact that they're Bnei Sheis? And then finally, at the very end, the last Rashi in the Parsha, that Pinchas took the sword and he stuck it through the Zachrus of Zimri and the Nakvas of Hur. That's the pshat of Kavasa. And everyone saw that they were killed for a good reason. But then Rashi ends off, Harbe nisim na'asulai. Many miracles happened on that day. Why is Rashi telling me that? Is there a problem with the pasuk over here? The pasuk says that he stuck it el kavasa. But why is Rashi telling me many, many miracles happened that day? Is that add explanation to the pasuk? As we mentioned many times, Rashi's job is not to collect midrashim. Rashi is vani laibasi ela lepshutai shel mikra. Okay, Rabbi Sai, I thank you very much for joining us today. I wish everyone bracha v'hatzlacha and a wonderful Shabbos. Kol tov. Shabbos. Shabbos. Baruch Tiyah. Good Shabbos.